Hello, 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 Blade fans. Welcome back to OG Blade Reviews, where we've got a good combination for you today of OG Blade Reviews, talking about Tenable, something new from Tenable. All right, set that to the side for just a moment. Here we have the Model 6 by Nick Swan. This one is a liner lock, and already done a review on this back maybe a month ago or so. It is a really nice sheep's foot blade that is made by Kansept in 154 cm. And this one's just kind of an ordinary old black G10 with a deep carry clip that is not reversible, and we have a lanyard slot. Okay, bring that back in a moment. But back to the Tenable. What is happening here is that Tenable is copying so many Kansept designs, and they're allowed to because Tenable is the budget line of Kansept knives, same company. Okay, Tenable, it's Tenable. I'm gonna give it away. We already got some extra Omega springs here. Wonder why we have those. Well, could be because this Tenable is a wee bit different from the Kansept version, and it is, a bar lock, aka axis lock, if you're talking Benchmade. And look at that, thumb studs, thumb platform, a little different. And still got that big slot in the back. Let's take a quick compare between the Tenable and the original Kansept. Zoom in a little bit for you here. Yeah. So, same blade. What are we talking about with this budgety version, though? We're talking about 14C, of course. 14C is becoming the preeminent budget steel for the Chinese knives. Yes, it's a Chinese knife, in case you didn't know that. Stonewash finish on this, black stonewash finish on the JG10 version. There are several other color variants on the Tenable. So same size, same blade, nothing different there. And like kind of the K-Max ROM knife that I showed you back a few days ago, we have an exact dimensional copy of the original. But nice thing with this is they went to a different lockup system. Still got, see the weight relieving in there? Absolutely. Yep. Makes it nice and light. We're going to measure it up in a moment. Same sheep's foot blade. There's your Tenable branding on it. And there is Nick Swan's Swan on the right side of the blade. And there it is, the Model 6. Apparently that's pretty popular and well known. Nick Swan, until I reviewed the Kansept version, was unknown to me. It doesn't mean that he's not a prolific knife designer, but I just didn't know about him. Action on this, very nice. Now my hand's not broken, just got some KT tape on there to put a little strength into the thumb while it's rehabbing. Surgery was a year ago. Rehab takes forever. What can I tell you? Don't have it done unless you have to. Jade green G10, black frame, black liners, black blade. I'm not usually a big fan of blackened blades. They tend to look a little bit worn. They do that on purpose, kind of a distressed look with the high points kind of wearing through on purpose and the edges and all of that. My personal flavor is not that. I like satin. I like stonewash, plain blades, and that kind of thing. B-blast is cool too. Well, in case you didn't know the measurements on the Kansept version, we'll measure up the Tenable version. Exactly 7.5 inches on the overall, and 3.15, we'll call it, on the blade length. Inches. Handle, it's exactly half an inch. Blade stock, 0.11. And millimeters blade stock, 3.0. Jumping around there. 3 millimeters. Let's get back just a little again. Okay. We should close it up. Just in case there's an accident. 4 ounces. Nice opening action. The opening on the Kansept is flipper tab, very muted one, and a hole opener. So when they went to this Tenable version, my favorite, thumb studs, although can we really call them thumb studs? They're not round. Call them like opening platform. Give it a name if you'd like. For those that don't like obstacles in the cutting path, these could be obstacles. Although we've got an interesting grind because it angles up towards the tip. So we've got more flat grind here than we do down here. Very interesting. So if you lift the knife, that makes that grind line almost parallel to your work if you're doing it this way. Not sure if that's a good thing or not. The deep carry clip is mounted on the surface with flat screws. That's nice. And unlike the Kansept version, we've got it switchable to the left side should you so choose. You can see through a little bit, so you can see some of the underpinnings here. Some of that's actually probably your pocket for your Omega spring, and you can see that Omega spring in there. So should that fatigue or break on you, you can replace it. And then we would need an Omega spring on both sides, but usually they don't both break at the same time. So you'd probably be replacing one or the other. Personally, I've had a lot of Benchmade axis locks and haven't had one fail on me yet. So, and they were never giving you, at least in the beginning, they were never giving you spare Omega springs. Now the Chinese companies definitely are. So how does it compare, say, to the FG Vision that I have in my pocket today by Civivi? Way different blade shape. You know, we've got, you could call that a sheep's foot or a reverse tanto or what have you. Got an angled up edge. We've got the holes in the handle. This one is Ultim, obviously. This is in Nitro V, I'm pretty sure. Is it Nitro V? Yeah, it's Nitro V. Great series of knives with the super lock on top. Like it. Right next to stuff like the Microtech MSI. I carry this as a lighter weight, smaller option. Great knife. Really great knife. Open it that way or with the thumb stud. Now there is a thumb stud, right? And there is a thumb platform, should we call it that. And one more. The good old venerable Rat 1 from Ontario Knives. I think Ontario's back up and running again, I'm told. I think the Knife Junkie mentioned that in one of his shows. About 1.5 inches longer overall. And a blade about 3/4 of an inch longer, thereabouts. Heavier knife. Definitely 4 ounces is really nice. You get a little over 3-inch blade, you got 4-ounce knife, that's not bad. Ergos are nice. Jimping, if I didn't mention it, very short run, but very grippy. And you can put your thumb on the back of the blade for your push cuts. You can angle up about 45 degrees, maybe even 30 degrees to access the point for detail work. Nice knife. And the good part is, one of the good parts is they're not going for very much. I think they're in the 50s range. I'll leave you the link rather than look it up right now. This was sent to me, by the way, by Tenable Knives. I didn't mention that, for review. So those are my honest thoughts and opinions. Got a little bit of traction on the slightly textured G10. As I said, comes in a number of different colors and blade treatments. And it's something that you might find in your pocket if you like this sheep's foot style. So be well, take care. Don't forget to give this vid a like, and right over here, my logo, subscribe if you would. Thank you.